All right, we're live. We're live. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Berlin E-Prix. Do we exist? It's maybe big. For some reason my driver thing is not working, so I've just got Mitch Evans just chilling here. I think we're gonna have Mitch Evans just chilling. Okay, we're gonna have Mitch Evans just gonna be chilling here all race, I think. Unless I just go like that. Sorry, Mitch. Sorry, bro. Okay, here we go then. God, I'm very not professional. Yes! Look at us now! Can I make this a bit more like... Hang on. We're moments away. We're moments away from the E-Prix. Oh god, I need to get onto it! Formula E, where are you? Formula E Berlin. Smooth, yes indeed. Watch live, where are we? I was here last year. Jermaine Genius is on the ground, giving us the lowdown. I think the E-Prix starts at 3 past, by the way. It starts at 3 past. Da Costa, one to watch. He won his World Championship here. There we go. We've got the man known as Afdak, Antonio Felix da Costa. There we go. I'm very happy with this layout. And I'm really happy. Welcome along, everyone. Yes, we are here for the Berlin E-Prix, which is a critical moment in the Formula E calendar because there's 2 races here. So if you have 2 strong races and you do well here, you've only got to get through Shanghai, Portland, and then London, and you win the championship. So really is a critical moment. If you have 2 bad races here, your championship is going to be over, and it can happen. Don't know if anyone saw my short of Mitch Evans when he won here last year, but you know, weirdly his championship then faded after that. But you know, it can be a disaster. Jake Dennis as well managed to come back from Berlin last year. This is at the Tempelhof Airport circuit, by the way. Let's get some electric noise in here. How are we doing, everyone? Yep, I have my thumbnail ready to go. I may have gone to bed at 4 AM, but I get my thumbnails done. There's one thing I know how to do, is to get my thumbnails done. Everything else I'm really not very good at. So it's 2024 Sun Mini Mill Berlin E-Prix. Is everything right on the stream, by the way? 'Cause there's such a rush. Is it like called the right thing and everything? Are we happy with that? Do we have any questions about what's going on here for Berlin? But we're going to follow it. We've got the live timing. We've got the map for this one. See if the Jaguars get a really good start. By the way, Edo Mortara in the Mahindra is somehow on pole. Like, the Mahindra racing team have really not had the best season, I think it's fair to say. But somehow they're on pole position here. So how Mortara's done that, I mean, it's unbelievable. Where's his teammate Nick De Vries. Well, his teammate Nick De Vries is not here because his teammate Nick De Vries is in their Spa. So they've brought in Jordan King, controversially a little bit, because Kush Maney, I think, was the reserve driver, or they had two. But Jordan King, the British driver, has got the nod over Kush Maney, and he's starting alongside Taylor Barnard, who's here, because Sam Bird hasn't yet recovered from his hand injury. Looks okay. Good to hear, Blacker. We're very close now from the start. I think. I mean, we're almost. I think we do. We play the music. Do we play the music? Yes, we do, because everyone's leaving the thing. I'm gonna. We cue the music. Let's cue it. They're gonna just do a little burnout here, and then get going. The live standings are gonna go before I do, so you can see that's the burnout they do. They don't do a whole formation lap. They just do a quick 10-meter burnout to their grid slot. So they've just done that in real time. I'm going to be about 40 seconds behind. Will we see Mortara win here? And I think be the 7th driver to win in Formula E this season. No doors to close here for Porsche Motorsport, because Porsche are here with Da Costa and Pascal Wehrlein. Right, I'm ready to go on my screen. They've just done the burnouts. Stoffel van Dorn is in P2, and John-Eric Verne. It's great news for the DS Penske's, and Sette Camera's in P4. Sergio Sette Camera in the ERT's in P4. It's a different layout to what we had last year. Looks like the pit complex is sort of in a very different place. I look very bleached. There we go. They've gone there. You can see they've gone. I'm going to talk about what I see on my screen. I've got 2 green lights on my screen. Pascal Wehrlein's won the predictor. He's got 29%. 5 green lights. So we're going to start the countdown. Green flag goes at the back. I see on my screen. I'm waiting. 1 red light, 2 red lights, 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights. Red lights go away. Is it a good start for Mortara? I can't quite see. What about the DS Penske's? It is a good start for Mortara in the Mahindra. Great start. He's ahead of both DS Penske's. And I think Sergio Sette Camera tries to go for P3. In fact, Sette Camera might have just got P3 there. He's side by side with the DS Penske. He's going to be on the wrong side of the track. So I think he's going to fall back to P4 there, but he gave it a really good shot. So we'll keep an eye on the Jaguars potentially coming through. There's a DS Penske on the left-hand side. That's not a live picture, by the way. Back to perfect. Welcome to the Let's go Jaguar. We'll see. Jaguar really going for it this season. Obviously just come off an incredible result at Monaco. Oh my goodness me, Sette Camera still sending it on the DS Penske side by side. And he's done it! Sette Camera's up to P3. He managed to just get to the inside for T1, the big sweeping corner, if it is still T1. So it's not T1 now, it's actually the last corner, isn't it? Getting really confused by this layout. But yeah, he managed to get to the inside. Ticked him as well. Was making a move on a Jaguar. Yeah, ticked him, overtaking Cassidy. So the ERTs are really going for this. Great to see from one of the underdog teams here in Berlin. You can see where attack mode is. I think there's less attack mode taken this race than we've had in previous races. Previous E-Prix. Technical wording. Jordan King looks like he's dropped down quite a few places in his Mahindra. Ericsson's a new driver here. Paul Aaron doing really well in F2. He's in P19, a new driver here. Jake Dennis and Nato. Look at the Andretti's all the way down, and they all take attack mode. So Jake Dennis, the reigning champion, he needs a good result here. Because he did not have a good race in Monaco, to say the least. Really bad race in Monaco. Iron Dave just swapped over in Spa. Let us know. Who else is new here? Kevin van der Linde is new, driving for the Out Cooper team. So of the new drivers is Van der Linde, although I think Van der Linde was driving quite a bit last year, wasn't he? Didn't he swap him for Robin Frijns in Vision? Oh, Mortara took attack mode from the lead. So that's why Mortara's gone down to P5, because he took attack mode from the lead and lost 4 positions there. Four or 40 laps are already 10% of the way through. I feel like it's going to be a bit more of a sprint, maybe. And I think there's a Porsche up there. Yeah, Pascal Wehrlein takes the lead. Pascal Wehrlein is in the lead of this E-Prix. He started like P6 somewhere down there. So Porsche are leading absolutely everything this weekend right now. Did you close the door, Pascal? There's only 6 minutes of attack mode that's needed here. And people like Ericsson have already decided to try and take 4 of it in one go. Welcome, Marian Stoichev. I think they do sound interesting. That's just me personally. Someone who's been going to Formula E for 10 years now. Almost 10 years. Gee, it will be 10 years, won't it? In fact, goodness me, it is going to be 10 years. So Pascal Wehrlein's in the lead, but he hasn't taken attack mode. Mortara took a very small attack mode. Oh, there was contact there. There's a bit of green flying off. That must have been a bit of an Envision car, surely. But we expect that here. You expect in these sprint races, very different style of racing to endurance racing. There's no prizes for finishing with a fully intact car. So you may as well gamble. DS Penske's going at each other. It's an interesting one. I think it was Verne trying to go around the outside of Van Dorn. And Van Dorn said, absolutely no way, Jose. That ain't going to happen. Let's just move this thing here. There you go. Tick-took, going aggressive. They've written tick-took on the blog there, you can see. Yeah, time does fly. Welcome, Amy, as well. Good to see you. So Pascal Wehrlein takes his attack mode and drops down to P6. So there's a big disadvantage in the way you take attack mode here. You have to hope you get it back with the increased energy that you're allowed to deploy. That's all going to change next season because the cars are going to go full-wheel drive in attack mode. They're going to use the front axle to also, you know, propel the car forward. They're going to turn the motor the other way. So now we have Stoffel Van Dorn, who I met here at Berlin last year when he was flying off to test at Spa, I think it was. Aston Martin the next day in Formula 1. But he is now in the lead of this E-Prix. He is a Formula E World Champion, if you did not know. And what... Oh, whoa! It's all... There's some big hairpins here. It's a very exciting race because the hairpins are so wide. You can look at these corners. They're so wide. They're coming in like 3-4 deep. And Mortara's back up to P3. It looks like Mortara really wants this. Very experienced driver. Did really well in DTM. Jack, if you are enjoying the stream, please do feel free to hit that like button on 13 likes. If you're watching it and enjoying it, just remember to smash the old like button. Be very much appreciated. Seta camera is still up and there about as P6. Mitch Evans up to P7 now. Pascal Wehrlein P4. Now P5. John Eric Verne got past him. And yeah, Verne took his attack mode as well. So Verne's not doing too badly considering he's just taken attack mode. So he's been able to use it. Van der Linde is proudly South African. Yeah. Van der Linde brothers, aren't they? Very fast drivers. Saw Shelton when I was in Misano with Jaguar TCS Racing. Welcome, mate. Nice to see you. Do you watch IndyCar? We watched Indy 500 last year. We'll watch anything they let us, frankly. So, but Antonio Felix is now in the lead. I'm not sure whether he's taken any attack mode here. Oh my goodness me. Pascal Wehrlein almost got taken out there. These hairpins are going to result in someone's going to get a sideswipe because people are taking very different lines to get the overtake in there. So yeah, the start-finish straight is on the other side of what used to be turn 1 last year. But otherwise, the layout is not massively dissimilar, I think. Oh my goodness, big send by one of the DS Penske's. Goes up to 3rd as a leader took attack mode there. So that was Van Dorn. Great attack mode by Van Dorn, though. Because Van Dorn managed to get back into P2 after taking attack mode. That's virtually unheard of. But now Verne's in the lead. It's just absolutely chopping and changing here. No worries, George. Just remember the priorities. We have remained at 16 likes, though. So if we do have any more likes to give, they would be very gratefully appreciated. Pascal Wehrlein P3 ahead of Mortara now in the Mahindra, and it's starting to get congested. I'm thinking drivers might be trying to save a lot of energy here because it's getting very congested at the front. The whole top 21 drivers within 7 seconds, and then De Ruvela's obviously had an issue. Yeah, there's a big plane on the track here, like not on the racetrack, just off it. I just got IndyCar because of TikTok has a boyfriend in it, and Pato Ward, sorry, said his name wrong. Yeah, Pato Ward, one of the fastest racing drivers in the world. Tearing up for McLaren, I believe. 33 laps to go here. So we are cracking through the laps right now. And they're going through 4 wide into turn 12, where they take the attack mode. Sorry, turn 2, my bad. Sorry, turn 2. They're going in very wide there, which is great to see. So De Ruvela's obviously had a big issue, but everyone else is nose to tail. You don't need me to tell you that. You can just look at the stats here. But I wonder if they're going to start to hit De Ruvela. De Ruvela's going to become traffic, isn't he? There's Ticktum and Van Dorn last year. No retirements this year. And Mr. Penske looking very cool. So DS Penske looking really good right now. Really, really, really good. 1-2. I remember last year I did an interview on the channel with Oliver Turvey, who's sort of their third driver, but now moving up into sort of management and whatnot. And they didn't really know what to expect at Berlin last season, but now DS Penske are coming through very strong in their golden cars. It's like playing football. If you're going to have golden cars, you know you've got to do the business as well. Both Porsches go side by side. So Wehrlein and Da Costa, rubbing wheels. There's a chance for disaster here. It could happen as, oh my goodness, Mortara with an absolutely huge dive. Tried to go around the outside. It's reminiscent of what we were seeing in Misano when they were coming into that chicane. And some drivers lifting and coasting. Some drivers deciding to sort of go in hotter and actually use the brake or the regen. So I'll have to let you know what happens when I get the energy figures, so you can see what can happen last year if it all gets a bit too much. Fenestraz and the Nissan in P10, Roland in P9. Remember, Nissan have been doing really well this season, Oliver Rowland especially. Jordan King's up to P12. Jordan King is now the fastest inverted commas rookie driver, I would say. And is that as fast as that for Fenestraz? Yes, it is. So Fenestraz on the move. Again, they condense coming into turn 2 for the attack mode corner on my screen. I'm having a look here for an onboard with Rowland. What did Oliver Rowland do? Oh, there's a bit of contact. Oh, no, no, no. No. Rowland might be in big trouble. How's Rowland survived this? Rowland had some contact and his tyre was smoking, like we saw with Jake Dennis in Monaco. Oh, Rowland's wings come off. I don't know how Rowland's still in P9. I don't know how Oliver Rowland is somehow still in P9 here, because his wing is hanging off. So, incredible scenes if Rowland... It's only a sprint race, so you can't... You're not really meant to make... Oh, no, it's safety car. Envision stop. There's an envision car stop. Surely there's going to be a safety car. Full course yellow. I think it's Ericsson has just come to a stop on the track somewhere. So, this could be decent news for Rowland. If there's going to be a safety car, you feel like you may as well box, get it fixed, and join the back of the pack with still 2/3 of this race still to play for. It's a full course yellow right now. You can see there's the number 4 of Ericsson, who just came to a stop. See, like half of the field slowed down, half didn't. Chat, are we able to follow this race? Or is it just too confusing what's going on? Is there too much excitement? Do let me know in the chat, if you don't mind, how you're finding it here. But yeah, there's a car stopped on the track. I don't see how this is not going to be a safety car. The only reason it might not be is because the field is so bunched together under full course yellow. The full course yellow will keep it bunched together. So on that basis, maybe they'll be able to get out. But I don't think they're going to get a marshal on the track that's not on a safety car. Felix, why do you always didn't put footage this season? I'll give you a reason why, because it's live and we don't have the rights to use the live footage, we have the rights to use last season's footage. There's damage to the right rear suspension of the Envisioner Joel Eriksson, so he obviously had that contact. His right rear is completely broken. He's still in the car, he's got the thumbs up. It might be that the car is has got the light on it, which means that no one can touch it and he can't get out of the car. In any event, I'd be surprised if we're not going to see a safety car here. Oliver Turvey there in the background with Jay Penske at DS Penske. I mean, potentially a 1-2 here for DS Penske would be absolutely huge. I'm sure Porsche would have something to say about that. Safety car flag! Chat, get your safety car emojis out. Get your safety car emojis out in the chat. Because I would be surprised if we don't see Roland pit now. And also potentially decent news for Jake Dennis if he's got some sort of damage that's keeping it in the back. I mean, the Andretti drivers are so far down compared to their Tag Heuer Porsche sort of compatriots, if that's the right word, both using the Porsche powertrain. Black has got the safety car out. There we go. Are we enjoying the stream, everyone? Is everyone enjoying the Formula E? Is it clear what's going on? Do we need any explainers? Let me know in the chat what you think. Safety car, safety car, safety car. Still not seeing Oliver Rowland pit though. It's a similar situation that we had with Nick Cassidy in Sao Paulo, which ultimately, as you saw in my interview with Nick Cassidy when I asked him about it, it came back to haunt him, didn't it? So we will have to see. I just want to check how that car of Joel Eriksson is being recovered. Remember, they will add laps on in Formula E. They'll add the laps on at the end. They're hoisting up now, so they've got a tractor. They're able to touch it. Tractor's lifting the car up. There's marshals having to hold it and balance it. Joel Eriksson got about 11 laps of racing in before some sort of contact meant that his Envision Racing car unable to continue. Remember, Envision Racing don't have either of their drivers here. Robin Fries and Sebastian Buemi are over at Spa in the WEC race. Rich Evans just reaching underneath his visor. Not sure what he was checking out for there. So still under safety car. Doesn't look like there's going to be any rain or anything. But I would imagine relatively quickly we're going to get underway. Welcome, Rory, with the car. Are you definitely live, Rory? Have you got that live button on? It's like a different grandstand setup this time around in Berlin, I would say. Still under safety car. Can't see that safety car's coming in, but I believe the car has been recovered. Someone has bots at the end, or I don't know, Deruval is still catching up. Is that Deruval still catching up there? So that's worked out well for Deruval to bunch the whole pack up. Cassidy's down in P16, Dennis down in P18. These are championship contenders. Who's it looking good for here? I'd say it's looking absolutely great for Pascal Wehrlein right now. I would say Pascal... Have I frozen there? I'm freezing. I would say Pascal Wehrlein would take a P3 right now. If you could offer it to him, I feel like he'd take a P3 if everything else stayed the same. Yes, it's his home E-Prix, but he's going to gain ground on Roland, gain ground on Cassidy, gain ground on Evans, gain ground on Dennis. So could really work out in his favour here, to be honest, but we'll see. Yeah, talk to me, chat. Let me know how you're finding it. Let us know. Let's do a nations check, actually. Let us know where in the world you're watching from today. If you've stumbled across this stream, I wonder who's going to win the Formula E Nations. There we go. Still under safety car, but the Envision has been recovered. Wonder how many laps we'll get at the end. Black is watching from Croatia. So Croatia winning it right now. DS Penske's looking really good. Safety car still hasn't pulled in here. Maybe it's going to pull in next lap. Maybe there's some debris that needs sweeping as well. But no damage to the barrier or anything. I think it was just car on car damage. Unless he'd hit the barrier somewhere, actually. Spain in the house as well, Dr. Bright. So we've got Croatia, we've got Spain. Any other countries watching? Surely the safety car is going to come in this lap. All of the team principals look very nervous, I have to say. It looks like there's a lot on the line here. UK in the house, David Smith. We've got Croatia, Spain, UK. That's our top 3 right now. From what nation can you watch a race on YouTube? I have no idea. I don't know if anyone knows in the US where you watch it. Is it ESPN? Suzy KGB. So we've got 2 from Great Britain now. Great Britain winning. PS has got a black flag. Where are you, a pirate? What does that mean? You're a citizen of nowhere. Still under safety car. "27 laps to go." Oh, it said no. It said kind of pulling in. Scotland. That's 3 now from Great Britain. I think Great Britain is just dominating this. I'm not live at the present, but I'm experiencing PBT issue. I don't know what a PBT issue is, but I hope it works out well for you, Rory. Welcome, Emma Turkham from Belgium. Are you supporting Stoffel Van Dorn? Philip John Bayer from the Philippines. Let us know you're supporting. Well, your boy, the Stoffmeister from Belgium, is in P2 right now. PC issues, okay. Politically correct issues. It's funny how the gap is bigger under safety car. It's not like that because it's timing and the cars are going slow, but like the gap is bigger under safety car than when they're racing. Isn't that kind of the opposite of what you have in Formula 1? South Africa in the house as well. Always good to have South Africa. Actually, I'm looking at an onboard here with Stoffel Van Dorn. Oh, it's just a great Stoffel Van... Oh, whoa! Van Dorn might be being investigated. I think they're trying to work out, did he overtake when the yellow flag... under yellow flag? Or was Da Costa just ahead? Oh, a word Verline. I think Van Dorn might be asked to give that position back. This was very controversial in Monaco. It was reported after the race that some teams were not happy with being asked to give back positions. So we'll see. So race control, that's why we're on the safety car, because race control are now checking the order. So Emma Turkham is supporting Stoffel. Presumably we'll be hoping to not see Stoffel have to give that position back. But I wonder if Pascal Wehrlein is going to inherit the position here. Yes, he has! You can see on the radar there that obviously Van Dorn has been asked to give that position back to Wehrlein. So they've had a look at the footage, and Scott Elkins, who's the race director from the FIA, has asked Wehrlein to give that to get that position, which is the opposite of what happened to Wehrlein in Monaco. So maybe it rubs out evenly over the course of a season. I didn't catch the race yesterday. I saw some footage of the historic. It looked very exciting on the streets of Monte Carlo. So now we have the order. Presumably we can bring in the safety car and get back racing, but I think there's going to be very high attrition in this race, because especially turn 2, the entry point to turn 2 is so wide that they're just coming in like 4 or 5 abreast, and some cars are coming in a lot harder, a lot hotter. Don't know if there's other swaps going on down the field. I feel like Mitch Evans might have gained a position. I'm very surprised Roland hasn't pitted. Dr. Bright, you can get me to Andorra as well. Okay, so we've got someone from Andorra. Is there anyone watching from a smaller country than Andorra? Or is Andorra going to win that one? So we have our first retirement, Joel Eriksson. It's quite a long safety car period. Hopefully we're going to see the safety car peel in. and it would be John-Eric Vergne leads away with Pascal Wehrlein right on his shoulders. And I can't overemphasize just how much jeopardy there is here in terms of right now Pascal Wehrlein is going to be getting a boatload of points, but he's just millimeters away from being taken out, and you can't drive conservatively in Formula E. You have to go for it. Looks like there's some more swaps going on. I think one of the Envision cars, so there must be Paul Arrow, and the remaining one has been asked to give some positions back. Green flag now. So this is it. It's going to be back to green flag racing, everyone. So, what's going to happen? I think you just got to stay alive. You've got to be in the top 5 for the next 20 laps and stay alive, frankly. And then you've got to be in the mix at the end, because it's just going to be absolutely attritional racing here, I believe. I'm finally getting an onboard of the Ericsson incident. One with Ericsson. Struggling to see what Ericsson did. It looks like Ericsson just went over a curb and the curb might have broken the wheel. I'm not sure. If I'm reading that correctly, unless something else happens, but I just got a replay of Ericsson going over one of the curbs and the suspension breaking on the rear. What's going on at Spa? What's going on at Spa? Let us know as well. Keep us updated. But meanwhile, here at Berlin, we're halfway through the race, and Pascal Wehrlein does take the lead. So Pascal Wehrlein's in the lead, and then Mortara is back up to P4. So John-Eric Vergne has been hunted here. I think a lot of the drivers will still have attack mode to take. Do you want to take it now when it's so bunched up, or do you want to wait a little bit? And basically, John-Eric Vergne got absolutely swamped. There we go. So Pascal Wehrlein says, you know what? I'm going to take the rest of my attack mode now. I'm going to get it done. And maybe he thinks as it's bunched up, it might be better for him to use it. Can't see any more contact between the drivers so far. So keep an eye on Jake Dennis. He was all the way down at the bottom. Let's see if he's going to move up from P17. Keep an eye also on Oliver Rowland if he can keep being competitive. Mitch Evans as well has really moved up into P5. Where's Cassidy? Cassidy's all the way down in P21. Oh, there might be some drama for Cassidy here. Not great for his championship chances. Having a look at Wehrlein taking his attack mode. It's quite a long way delayed, the feed I've got at the moment here. 40 seconds or so. So that must be Da Costa. Yeah, Da Costa fastest lap. So Da Costa's actually... You'd be silly to try and make a break. Goodness me, it sounds very dramatic. We'll follow that immediately after this stream. But both Porsches now have taken attack modes. So a clear strategy by Porsche. Will they work together? Because we saw Jaguar do such a good job of working together in Monaco, showing that it is possible that you can block and whatnot. I just think the track's too wide here to block. You're not going to get away with trying to do that really cute strategy, I think. Mitch Evans is now in the lead of the E-Prix. Somehow Mitch Evans has got to the top, and I don't know how much energy he's used. That probably was partly due to attack modes because Mortara taking it as well. John-Eric Vergne's still there. Stoffel Van Dorn has dropped down quite a lot. It's properly elbows out stuff right now. But it is Mitch Evans who goes into the lead with the fastest lap. Christopher Reigns is happy because Jaguar are leading the CP for the first time. Though it looks like he's probably just taken attack mode, which will promote Pascal Wehrlein back into the lead for Tag Heuer Porsche. Mitch Evans has made 13 overtakes in this race alone, by the way. So Mitch Evans has been getting his elbows out and absolutely sending it. Jake Dennis is probably taking the remainder of his attack mode, I would suspect. But he's all the way down in P18. I don't know if Jake Dennis is trying a different sort of strategy here, but we're so used to taking it for granted that Jake Dennis just is able to rise up the pack like a hot knife through butter, but it doesn't seem to be the case right now at this moment in time. And Oliver Rowland's still in P8, even though that we know His front wing is severely compromised. Yeah, what happened to Cassidy? Well, Cassidy at the moment, he's still there. He's right at the back of this pack. So again, Cassidy might be playing a long game. He's like, you know what? I back myself to make overtakes within the course of 5 laps. So I'm just going to chill at the back here. I'm going to save a load of energy. But we might really be not energy dependent at all. Everyone might have loads of energy here. We'll see. We saw at Monaco it wasn't a problem. So Da Costa's now the leading tag queue with Porsche, followed by Pascal Wehrlein. Mortara, the pole sitter, in P3. And Rowland, I said watch out for Rowland. Oliver Rowland is up to P5. So nice job by... Yellow flag is out though. What's happened here? Yellow flag. Yeah, number 11 car looks like it's stuck. Who's that? Oh no, it's Degrassi. It looks like he's got go though. So it looks like Degrassi was turned around. So hopefully not a lot of debris there. And he can just crack on. But it looks like he's progressing very slowly. So maybe some damage there for Lucas Degrassi. I'll keep an eye on it in the Apt Cupra. There's a lot of pinching going on. Oh, goodness me. Fenestraz was right in that. Not sure. Is Degrassi still going? So I'm trying to have a look here and see what happened to Degrassi. Oh, he was pushed. I just got a glimpse of it on camera. He was sort of pushed around the hairpin by someone, I think. Oh, yeah, he was racing the wrong way and there was debris. Quite a lot, actually. I wonder if they're going to be concerned about that. So someone's front winger's gone. Mortara is driving with his elbows out here. Mortara is back in the lead of the E-Prix. He wants to win this. It would be the 7th race winner, I believe, in like 8 rounds this season. It's absolutely insane. Anyone can win this. And yeah, Lucas Degrassi is very much left-hand down, I believe it's fair to say. But Degrassi is going to bring that back to the pits. So, Rowland in P6, he's a championship contender. He's up there. Now I'm going to see what happened with Degrassi. What happened with Degrassi here? Was it his teammate? There was no camera on them. Oh, no, it was the ERT. Oh, there was a big traffic jam. One of the McLarens has gained massively from that. I think Jake Hughes gained about 5 positions from that because Degrassi basically caused a huge blockage in the middle of the circuit. It blocked a load of drivers. But then I honestly think that Jake Hughes gained about 5 positions in that one corner alone. So, great stuff there. I'm on board with Degrassi now, seeing what happened. Yeah, he just got taken out massively. He was frustrated in the cockpit. I imagine he'd be frustrated on the radio. Who's that number? 21. I don't know why the 21 is showing red. And Taylor Barnard. Taylor Barnard had a big issue as well. So the McLaren of Taylor Barnard, Liam McLaren, is all the way back there as well. So there's been an issue there for the rookie. In fact, Degrassi got out of the car. So I don't know why that 21 is still showing going round. Unless they put him back in the car or something. But I just saw an image of Degrassi getting literally out of the car there. Seatbelts undone. But, you know, if you're going to still be on the lead lap, you don't need to do that. Don't know what the NR means. But big drama there for Degrassi. Looks like it's all interesting at Spa as well. Some of the Formula E drivers there. So 16 laps to go. Yeah, it's one of the ERTs I didn't pin him. No, Degrassi's definitely out of the car. So how is this number 21 going around? Oh no, because I'm an idiot. Because I was looking at the position, not the number. Degrassi is most certainly out of this race. Oh my goodness, Oliver Rowland just made it a 3 wide into turn 2. And he's up to P2, Oliver Rowland. This really could be Oliver Rowland's year, you know. He just sent it there. Almost recklessly made it a 3 wide into the pincer into turn 2. And he's come out on top there. Again, Rowland with some big moves. I think Maximilian Gunther sort of dealt with. It's very exciting racing from Oliver Rowland. He is every single corner. He is sending it. In fact, he did both of the Jaguar Porsches in one corner, and he pushed them both wide. Goodness me, Oliver Rowland is giving us absolutely everything. He forced the Jaguar Porsches to squabble with each other. Rowland now back down to P4, so it's all fun and games. And it's Jean-Eric Verne who's back in the lead of the E-Prix. I need to get some energy figures here, because I think it could be very interesting. 15 laps to go. And Jean-Eric Verne in that DS Penske, because Stoffel Van Dorn, the Stoff, I'm sorry, we had someone from Belgium in the chat earlier. He's all the way down to P18. So Stoffel Van Dorn has basically evaporated back through this pack. In fact, it looks like he's just about fallen off the back of it. But still, the top 18 drivers, including Stoffel, within 6 seconds. Just 6 seconds separating that pack. It's pretty astonishing to think about. And it's Jordan King and Taylor Barnard. I'm not sure how much their paths are crossed in racing in the UK. 2 British drivers there. Taylor Barnard, I think, really right at the start of his career, very highly rated. They are possibly working together here at the Berlin E-Prix, because they won't want to be lapped. Jake Dennis, meanwhile, is... How's Jake Dennis got to P6? He's done it again. How does he do this? That's why he's number 1. We didn't have this last time. We have it now. That's why he's number 1. Who else can do that? Well, Dan Tickton would say no one else can do that but Dan Tickton. But... oh, God. Mouse is gone. Is the man overboard? Is the mouse overboard? Are we okay? Did I end the stream? It's just Formula E. It's just classic Formula E carnage, isn't it? Ah, my mouse wheel's broken! No, you press it, don't you? What am I pressing? No, my mouse wheel's broken. Oh, no, it isn't. You press it. It clicks. Okay, we're good. Minor drama there. It's all good. What's happening in this E-Prix? 27 laps into a 40-lap E-Prix. Pascal Wehrlein's now in the lead, but Jake Dennis in P6. Mortara's down to P7. It is breathtaking. The top the top 10 are within 2 seconds. The top 10 drivers are within 2 seconds. How does that even work? Lads, there's enough racetrack for everyone here. Yep, Stoffel Van Dorn is down to P17, but the good news is he's only 4 seconds off the lead. So anything can happen here. Pascal Wehrlein and Da Costa now in the lead, and Mitch Evans in the Jaguar TCS racing car is in P3. So Mitch Evans is properly up there. Oh, I just can't call this. It's like poker, this. It's just every time you go into one of these hairpins, you have to buy into the pot and just hope you got a good hand. It's brutal, attritional, relentless survival, corner after corner. There is no respite. You just don't know. You cannot not be aggressive because someone will eat you from behind. So you have to be ridiculously aggressive. You have to put everything on the line, every corner. Not every corner, but you have to keep putting it on the line. You can't rest on your laurels. It's just you're gambling every corner. And I see Jake Dennis here do a huge move that maybe didn't pay off for him because he ended up going down to P8. Yeah, he did a huge move. He ended up on the outside. So Dennis has gone down to P9 there. He's now a huge 1.5 seconds off the lead. And you sort of need to keep in your line when you're in the corner, because if you change your line in the corner, someone's going to be overtaking you somewhere trying to go in. Iron Dame's leading. We love to hear it. I think it was Dorian Pin. Wasn't Dorian Pin in the... Oh, no! Who's this? It's one of the... It's Norman Nato. Norman Nato in the Andretti. has got some bodywork damage and had to come into the pits there. So Norman Natto's also in the pits. That might be a retirement. I'm not sure. Paul Aaron, the complete rookie here, is in P11, which is very impressive because he's used to driving F2. Felix says, just don't slow down for saving, and it's still enough, Roland. Yeah, Roland up in P4. He's taking some very wide lines into the corner. He's sort of like allowing people to go up in the inside of him, but then he's swooping around the outside, sort of conserving the momentum. It's a very different racing style. Seems to be quite smooth on the energy. I haven't got the energy figures yet. Again, if you're Pascal Wehrlein, do you... Oh no, we've lost the Maserati MSG! Maximilian Günther and possibly Tictum as well. We've lost Maximilian Günther and the yellow flag. This could be another safety car. This could be another SC. It could be a lifeline for Barnard and Josh King. Because I'd be a safety car. Chat, everyone get your safety car emojis out. It's safety car number 2 here at the E-Prix. Where are the car emojis? Someone's going to beat me. Get your car emojis out in the chat for the safety car. Here we go. Safety car is out. It's Maximilian Günther. With some damage there. Oh, he's big hit with the Neon McLaren. Must have been with Jake Hughes. So what happened with Günther? Oh, he got... I think he got tagged in a weird way ahead of him, actually. But Günther's stopped the car on the exit of T10 there. The front wing's gone. There's quite a lot of debris. I'm surprised they were racing on the yellow flag for quite a while. The whole field actually made its way back past him. Oh, there's a huge drama for an App Cupra. An App Cupra ran over its rear wing under safety car. Who's that then? That's Van der Linde. Van der Linde somehow it's worked out really well for him, arguably, because he's able to pit and box and come out the back. So very, very lucky there for Van der Linde doing a safety car. There we go. Here comes safety cars in the chat. So who's had issues in this race? Ericsson's retired. Degrassi's retired. Günther's probably retired. Natto's had to come into the pits. Barnard and King, I think, have come into the pits. Van der Linde's has come into the pits. Fingers crossed it's going to be a relatively straightforward front wing change there. But he basically lost his front wing and ran over it, I think. If he ran into the back of someone under safety car, as everyone sort of came to a stop, then there'd be more damage. There's an ERT with a wing hanging off. Stoffel Van Dorn's got some bodywork damage on his front wing as well. It really is the driving wounded here. Survival is going to be absolutely critical. If you can keep your car clean. This is what I love about Formula E, is that it's all spec parts. So the parts are much, much, much lower cost than what you have in Formula 1. You saw in Formula 1 when Williams botched their car, they literally did not have a car for both their drivers. That's not the case in Formula E, because they share spare cars between the teams. It was a weird one how Van der Linde's wing got run over. It's one of those ones where it was chewing up the tyre. In fact, he arrived, he brought the rear wing in with him, to be honest. So are we going to have another wait here to work out what positions everyone should be in? By the way, 84 people watching, if you're enjoying the stream, please hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. It's just me doing this stream in my spare room. I'm sure we can get to 50 likes. Because there's only 9 laps to go, and are we going to get added laps? Welcome KVTFR. Are we going to get added laps here at Berlin? We're going to do it all over again tomorrow. Oh, they're having to... Maximilian Günther's still in the car. Günther's still in there. After all that they come with the truck to lift Günther up. Now he's getting out of the car. So Maximilian Günther was just chilling in the car all that time. I wonder if they could have brought Degrassi out. And, but he looked like he was pretty fed up, Degrassi. He stormed out of that car. So Jake Dennis up to P6. How's he done that? Jake Dennis is having one of those seasons where it's just a lot of the time he's just, you don't even really know, he's not doing amazing in qualifying. You don't even know, but he's there. One of the ERTs doesn't have a front wing. Something's missing from that car. Roland is up 12 positions. Dennis is up P14 positions. And look at this. Paul Aaron is up 10 positions. The F2 rookie. He's doing really well in F2 this season. Just makes you think if someone like Zane Maloney could have got a drive here, because he is here this weekend. Oh, it's really unlucky there for Max Günther. I think it was one of the Mahindras sort of cut across him and just ran over his front wing. But I would say it's a pure racing incident. I wouldn't put blame on either of them. Matsman Günther walks back to the pit. So safety car is out. Hopefully they're going to recover that car. Yes, I think it is recovered. And there's a marshal on the track who's just picking up the carbon fibre. Maybe a nice souvenir. And then we will go racing again. Rory says Ferrari second, fourth, and the other one is 6. Still 3 in the top 6 there. Are we going to get any added laps, chat? Do we think we're going to get added laps? What do we think? Let me know. This is what I said you need to do early on. You kind of need to be in the mix, keep the car clean, just be in the mix for the last few laps, and that's where Verline is, Evans is, Roland is, Da Costa is, Vern is, Dennis is, Mortara is, Fenestraz, Aaron. You know, they're all there or thereabouts. Anything can happen. Dan Tickton will want to get some points. Deruvela was way last. Now he's up in P11. The only rookie, the only full-time rookie driver in Formula E this season. Jane Deruvela. By the way, videos coming out on the channel next few days with Zane Maloney and Kush Maney. So really hope you're going to enjoy those interviews. Let me know what you think of them when they come out, asking the questions you want asked. Have to say, Mitch Evans' car looks absolutely pristine from what I can see. Verline's car has a bit of damage on the front. And I don't know how Oliver Rowland is still cruising around, but there we go. Yeah, the ERT behind Van Dorn. I'm not sure Seto Camera has a front wing. But he hasn't got a black and orange flag, presumably. He's just cruising around. Safety car flag. Hopefully we can get that safety car in. Again, I imagine they're checking positions to make it fair. And then we'll probably get some added laps. Although we did see in Monaco, we were expecting more in Monaco, weren't we? Only got a couple, so... Energy coming in! Cassidy's looking really good on energy. Vern is... Da Costa's looking good as well. Jake Dennis has 3% more energy than Mitch Evans, by the way. So Jake Dennis in the top. He's got 4% more than Mortara. And he's got 3% more than Evans. Jake Dennis at this stage 38% energy. Remember, they only show that. The teams only find that out in the broadcast feed. That's not something that's shared behind the scenes. Although I imagine the factory customer teams might have some sort of data sharing, possibly. I don't know. By the way, Mitch Evans needs 4 minutes of attack mode. I'm surprised Mitch Evans has got to this point of the race without using all of his attack modes. But there we go. So that's a big one. And the safety car looks like it's coming in. Safety car is going to be coming in. So Mitch Evans is going to restart us. Will he go for attack mode in lap 1? Will he be forced to? He's got to take that 4 minutes. That's coming from the Formula E blog. That's what can happen. We'll all be trying to avoid it. Right, here we go then. It's going to be Mitch Evans who leads us out for quite an unusual restart, isn't it? Because it's such a long run to the start-finish line. It's not sort of a last corner and then the start-finish line's there, I would say. Feels a little bit unusual, but I might be wrong. So let's see if Mitch Evans is going to take that attack mode immediately and use up the 4 minutes that he needs to use. Looks like he has decided not to. So it looks like he's, for the first lap, he's keeping like that. I've got the live pictures as well. And Roland's already got ahead of Verline, but they're battling side by side. So it's close between Verline and Roland. These are big championship rivals driving for big factory teams. It's Tag Heuer Porsche versus Nissan Formula E. And Da Costa's there as well. We know Da Costa, he basically won the first round at Misano and was then disqualified for a spec part that a lot of people said was not a performance-changing part. So Da Costa won. Oh, Verline's down to P5. So Verline's lost out quite a lot. He's down to P6. It could be damage for Verline. I'm having a look here at the pictures that I'll be a little bit slower behind. It was a great move by Roland again round the outside. So Oliver Roland is liking his outside moves. Mitch Evans was taking that, keeping that Jaguar clean. Surely he's going to take attack mode now. We don't have an indication of extra laps yet. Bonus laps as far as I believe. Does Mitch Evans take the attack mode? I can't see. At some point you got a little nudge from behind from Da Costa. So it's Da Costa in P1. And Jean-Eric Verne is up into P2. And Jake Dennis is now ahead of Pascal Verline. Verline's gone down! It's disaster for Verline unless there's been an issue with the transponder. It's disaster for Pascal Verline. Oh no! No, it's a transponder issue. It's a transponder issue. He's still there, the championship leader, P6 at the home E-Prix. Goodness me, this is heart in the mouth stuff. It really is. And they're just looking at the footage and they're all coming in 6 wide. They're not all going to survive. Oh my goodness me. This is carnage here. Who wants to win? Jean-Eric Verne's in the lead at the moment. Is it Jake Dennis with another fastest lap? Jake Dennis just... he has the vibe that he's comfortable in his close quarters. That's what it looks like. Goodness me. Taking some air here just to like go up for air. Verline's down to P7, Mortara in P6, Da Costa down to P5, Jake Dennis into P4, Evans in P3, Roland P2, Jean-Eric Verne in P1. Yes, Mitch Evans back up there. I think we should cue the music again. I think we should cue it. Because it's just hotting up now till the end of the E-Prix. You could lose it all. Verline's back up to P4. There's some big sense going on here. Oh my god. This race is just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Top 15 within 5 seconds. To be honest, that's stretched out. It's really the top 7 now, isn't it? It's the top 7, and they're just coming in. Oh my! Jake Dennis locks up. Jake Dennis with a huge issue. Jake Dennis with a massive lock-up. He might have taken himself out of the championship there. He's had a huge lock-up. He's come in sideways like he did at Berlin last year. Jake Dennis all the way down to P18. What's happened for Dennis? What's happened to Dennis there? Disaster for Dennis. It's a miracle he didn't take anyone else out. Verline's up into P3. That's got huge championship consequences, that. Jean-Eric Verne in P1. What are we going to get for extra laps? Let us know. Let us know on the extra laps. And Roland in P2. Pascal Verline in P3. Oh, Mitch Evans finally took his attack mode. He left it really late. It's 5D chess from Evans because he took it. He only lost 1 position because the field was spread out so much. Cassidy's up to P8. Where's Oh no, Dennis is in the pits. Dennis has had to retire. No, he's out again, but it's a front right. Oh no, Jake Dennis, what happened? Oh my goodness. You got to feel bad for Jake Dennis because it's 2 bad results on the bounce. He had a disaster race in Monaco and now Berlin, and that could be it for the reigning champ. My guy, Jake Dennis. Jean-Eric Verne, the 2-time Formula E world champion, is currently leading this E-Prix, and he is looking pretty good. All the battling is going on behind. Mitch Evans in P2, Pascal Verline in P4, Oliver Roland in P4, sorry, Pascal in P3, Added laps coming in now. 6 added laps. 6 extra laps Christopher Reigns has got. That's a huge amount. That would have played into Jake Dennis's hands perfectly because he had so much more energy. I'm having a look on board here with Jake Dennis. He was on the outside of Mitch Evans. Oh, he got squeezed. He got squeezed. It wasn't his fault, I think. I think he got squeezed into the wall and there must have been damage. And when he came into the next hairpin, he must have not been able to brake properly and then locked up. Mitch Evans is back in the lead and he's on attack mode. So Mitch Evans is in the lead now. The man who won in Monaco. This could be it for Mitch Evans. This could be the real championship push. Where's his teammate Nick Cassidy? Cassidy's in P6. Christopher saying, could it be right about Cassidy? We could see. Because Cassidy's got loads of energy. Cassidy's got 25%. It could be 7D chest from Cassidy. Cassidy's got 4% more energy than Vincent Evans. Vlacker wasn't expecting 6 added laps. I wasn't expecting it either, not after Monaco. But yes, here we go. 6 added laps. That's going to be huge. That might put people into difficulty. I would say they all seem to have a lot of energy left. They've got a fifth of energy left, and 6 laps is not quite a fifth of 46 laps. 6 laps, is it? It's close to a tenth. So, you know, maybe we're going to see the speed really ratchet up. But yes, we're being treated to another 6 laps here, where the drivers have to keep pushing, have to keep overtaking, have to keep being aggressive, but most important, have to keep surviving. I'm looking at an onboard here with Fenestraz. Oh, Fenestraz had contact with Cassidy, I think. I think it was contact with Cassidy as Cassidy was making his way through. And Fenestraz might need to retire here because Fenestraz has got big damage on the front right. Yeah, Fenestraz is going all the way backwards. So, I wonder, is Cassidy going to be investigated for that? Possibly. Goodness me. Evans is now using up the last of his attack mode. He's lucky with the added laps here, otherwise it could have been fairly close. Pascal Vernon in P3, John River in P2, Roland in P4, Cassidy into P5. Mortara is still there or thereabouts. It would be a great result for Mahindra. I wonder if Jordan King can get into the top 10 as well. Sergio Setacamera will want a bit of that, as well as Van der Linde. And Taylor Barnard, the rookie, the very young driver from Britain, is currently in P10. And De Ruvela, who is a Formula E rookie, is in P8. So it's a very... Oh, he's got down to P9 now for De Ruvela. But, yeah, difficult to call this. Mitch Evans, I wonder how John Verne is now not going to like it in the midfield. He's probably been... You know, he's led quite a lot of races in this laps in this E-Prix. But now he's being swallowed up. Cassidy will have a crack at him as well. So he's not going to have it his own way. And Mitch Evans is currently leading the E-Prix as he was in Monaco just 2 weeks ago, where he was able to convert it quite comfortably. Energy stats again. Cassidy still looking good. Remember, 6 added laps to this E-Prix. Roland again with a textbook move around the outside of John-Eric Verne. Doing really, really, really well. Goodness me. A beverage has just appeared, which is absolutely amazing. Jean-Eric Verne back up to P2. I'm basically looking at the standings of the view, everyone. Verline's in the lead. Pascal Dub in the lead here. Is he going to take the dub? No, Jean-Eric Verne takes it back. They're side by side. They're interlocked going around. This is absolutely spectacular. One of the Tag Heuer Porsches has their wing hanging off. It could be Verline. Oh, someone's lost their wing badly. I think it's the other Maserati MSG. I think the other Maserati MSG. It must be De Ruvela. No, De Ruvela was doing so well. He's lost his front wing. Evans down to P5. Verline's in P3. They just need to survive. I think Verline's wing might be hanging on for dear life here. Yes, it is. It's Verline's wing is hanging on for dear life. He can't afford any more contact. There's still 5 laps to go. By the way, if you are enjoying this, please, please, please hit that like button. Feel free to share the stream right now as well on social media. It's the last 5 laps. Oh my goodness, Verline is inches away from losing everything in this race. The championship leader, Oliver Rowland, is really throwing the car around. You love to see it. It's been very bold, very brave in that. Rowland's lost half of his front wing. Rowland's only got half of his wing. He's doing... Remember I said earlier, I'm surprised Roland was able to keep going. Oh, there's huge debris at the hairpin now. There's huge debris at turn 2. But they're not going to call a safety car now. They just got to deal with it. This is one of the all-time racing in Formula E, I think. You just cannot call it. And it's all exciting racing at the front. It's all legitimate overtakes here. Oliver Rowland. Oh, my goodness me. Battling with half a wing. Pascal Verlin still in P4. Cassidy's in the lead. Cassidy is in the lead of this race. If you saw my interview with Nick Cassidy, you'll know his character, you'll know his personality, you know why he's able to do this. This would be one of the all-time... This could be... Cassidy was our pick. He was my pick at the start of the season, if you remember, in Mexico for the E-Prix. Cassidy is now in the lead. And he's looking comfortable. This could be 8D chess from Jaguar TCS Racing. Oh my goodness me, Cassidy, the man who crashed out in Sao Paulo, do you remember? He was looking so good in Sao Paulo and crashed out with the broken wing. I just can't call this. 3 laps to go, came from dead last, yes indeed. Thanks Zach, appreciate it my guy. It's all nerves on the Jaguar ball there. I've got an interview coming with James Barkley, who is the team, who's the head of Jaguar Motorsport. Because they're looking really good right now. Cassidy in the lead here. Oh my goodness, 1.3. I think Cassidy has just done one of the all-time great drives in Formula E. I'm not even joking. This is insane. 1.4 second gap, 1.7 second gap. When the top 13, you know, we're within like a couple of seconds, he's pulling out this gap now. 1.7 gap. Look at this from Cassidy. But he's going to have traffic. He's going to have traffic with Deruvela. Don't be a hero, Deruvela. Come on. And John-Eric Verne P2, Roland P3, Pascal Verlin P4. I reckon Roland and Verlin would probably not be massively disappointed at this stage. Great news if you're a Jaguar fan. Nick Cassidy is stretching his legs now. He has bamboozled everyone here. No one could expect this from Nick Cassidy. This is absolutely insane to do what he's doing. He's 2.2 seconds ahead. The car looks to be clean. He's come from basically dead last. He was dead last. He was last place in this race. You don't see this in motorsport. It doesn't happen, but it's happening now. Nick Cassidy has come from last place and somehow overtaken 21 other drivers in this E-Prix. It's been attritional. It's been brutal. The reigning world champion hasn't made it. There's been 2 safety cars. There's another Jaguar Porsche with the wing rocking on the front. It's going to come off. You're going to end up running over it. We're on the last lap now. It's green flag. You can only lose it now, everyone. You can only lose it. That's what it's come down to. Goodness me, it's insane battling for P2. And Deruvela's still there or thereabouts. Now Deruvela, has he let Deruvela ahead of him? No, who's the 3 there? Who's the 3? It's Sete Camera. He's had to get ahead of Sete Camera as well. It's the last lap. I think Nick Cassidy is going to do this. Goodness me. Mods, can someone put the link to the Nick Cassidy interview in the chat, please? Because you got to watch that. This guy, he is a Triple Crown champion in Japan. He's won Japanese FIA or Japanese Formula 3. He's won Japanese Super GT. He's won Japanese Super Formula. And he's now won here in Berlin. And that's a massive result for Nick Cassidy, who did great in the first 3 rounds. He won the second round in Diriyah. He didn't finish in Sao Paulo. He finished second in Monaco when he probably could have won if he wanted to fight. And it was absolute carnage behind, by the way. This is the classification. It is Nick Cassidy. I didn't even do the damn music because it was dramatic enough. Let's go, Cassidy. Cassidy in P1, John-Eric Verne P2, Roland in P3, Evans in P4, Pascal Verlin P5, Da Costa P6, Stoffel Van Dorn? What? Stoffel Van Dorn came back up to P7, Mortara the pole sitter in P8, Fenestrat's P9, Taylor Barnard, a big shout for Taylor Barnard in P10, Van der Linde in P11, Jordan King 12, Aaron 13, Tickton 14. What a drive for Jaguar. Let us know your driver of the day. Who is your driver of the day? Let us know. James Barkley is absolutely over the moon. It's a P1 and a P4 for Jaguar TCS Racing. Nick Cassidy has just won one of the all-time great motor races. I mean, when you see the highlights of this race, it is just... the drivers were gambling everything, pretty much every hairpin. It was just madness. I want to see the overtaking stats here. Philip going to Ollie. Christopher has to be Cassidy coming out from dead last. Not 20 laps to go. Oh my goodness me. I think I'm going to do a video on this race. I think I'm going to do a video. We'll speak with Nick Cassidy again and just ask him like mentally what he did. There's a video coming out in the next few days with Sam Bird, by the way, where I speak to Sam Bird and he explains the overtake he did at Sao Paulo. But Nick Cassidy, what a feeling it must be to have done that. He's just absolutely bodied everyone else on the grid. I mean, it is just... what he's done there is absolutely ridiculous. Chat, I'm going to find it now. I don't know if any of the mods are able to find that interview with Cassidy. Bear with me. If you want to know more about the driver that's just won this race, make sure you bookmark that link. We're going to go back to Spa. But make sure you bookmark that link. And, yeah, that'll explain his mentality. Woo! And the car looks pretty good from Cassidy. Tyres are all chewed up. Amazing. Amazing result. Right, chat, it's non-stop now. Thank you so much. 41 likes on the stream. Thank you to everyone who's hit the like button. I really appreciate you. It means a lot if you hit that like button. It really does help the streams. So we're going to go back now to Spa. And that means that I need to schedule it. Bear with me. Whoa! I need to see the highlights of that race. Okay, everyone. I am going to... bear with me. This is it, everyone. This is a new stream. Cassidy take the points lead. Yeah, we'll follow it up in the new stream. But I think Cassidy now, if you have a good result in Berlin and you just have a good result in China, then, oh, you know. Remember, Cassidy lost the championship in the last round pretty much last year, which I spoke to him about in that video. Hi, Epic. Right, I'm going to go now to the new stream. So I will see you there in the new one. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you. I'm going to see you in like a minute. I'll be there.